What's up, Internet? We are here once again on our quest for revenge in Pokemon Crystal, trying to sort of shortcut doing all the gyms so I can get a full team, hopefully. We are literally recording this at the 11th hour. As I speak, I should be putting my YouTube videos live, but I refuse to make this happen without a proper Let's Play add-on, because I have never missed a scheduled release, and I don't aim to start now. But we're here with Lance, who's using a Dragonite who looks suspiciously like a Charmander. And fun fact, our Reef cannot learn both Waterfall and Whirlpool, just Surf, so we're probably going to have to get another monster that can learn both of those later. But like I said, we're here to try and circumvent all the gyms to try and get to, I think it's Route 45 where all the fun monsters are, because I want to get some monsters. Get a full team, because I'd prefer to not end up having to go all the way through the game without getting full monsters. So we're going to try and defeat Team Rocket, probably woefully underleveled. That said, they do kind of let you go this way, so I'm not really sure. I think you're supposed to go through Olivine and then do what was it? I want to say Dewford, but that's Gen 3, but it's still a fighting gym either way. But either way, we're going to try and see where we can get with our limited resources to try and get a full team today, I hope. Like, within an hour, because I still have to make my YouTube videos go live. The pressures of being a responsible video producer and stuff. But, yeah, I'm excited to try and see what Pokemon we can run into. I did mean to do two Let's Plays this week, or two streams this week. But unfortunately, one of the games I was doing didn't actually come until yesterday night. And I was actually going to do two last night, but then a bunch of family stuff came up, so, hopefully I can do that other one tomorrow, I'm thinking. And I think I heard my brother say he wanted to try and do a thing with me as well, so we might try and stream that too. Hopefully. So, we do have some stuff in the works, I hope. But right now I'm just overly stressed and under-resourced, understaffed, because I'm one person, but, you know, such is what I've chosen to do with my life, I guess. And I'm desperately hoping I'm not disconnecting, but I know my connection's being a little bit shaky right now. So it's literally nothing wants to work with me today. And of course, we're recording this during the day, so if it gets a little loud in the background, I apologize. Such is the Brad Falls with living with other people. It gets loud a lot. I believe Jewel can learn all three water HMs, which means we could go out and get another Chinchou. And fortunately, now that we've spent an hour of our life we'll never get back, we know where to catch them. So, there's that. It's not in Olivine City, it's off the docks way south of them. But on the bright side, we know where to get all those HM uses from too. The only other monster I know for sure can learn all three is Meryl, and Meryl's a really tricky monster to find. Because it's one of those monsters that only shows up during like a special period, as indicated by like a phone call from a random person that you may or may not have fought. And then talk to a second time, but who talks to people they've already fought? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Other than like knowing expressly that's someone you need to, we're gonna fight again, fine. It's not like I wanted to heal up Jewel or anything. Alas, it was not but a dream. Hopefully Jewel will get some decent experience out of this. Fun story, I was playing another Game Boy Color monster training RPG with multiple variations of the exact same game for the same release for review this week. And that was an interesting game because every monster that got thrown into a fight got the exact same experience. Now, you kind of expect that from Pokemon, but what Pokemon does, like a sensible RPG, is they divide the total experience you'd get for the kill across all the characters. In that game, it's multiplicative. So if a monster, say, drops 25 experience points, that's 25 experience points for everyone in the fight, which was an interesting way to do things. It was a way to curtailed grinding too much, I guess, because you could literally just shuffle in your entire team. Because another thing you could do in that game was swap out your monster and then attack instead of losing a turn to just swapping out. So you could literally just swap your entire team in and just power level them on every enemy. It was genuinely a fascinating way to see someone else take this RPG style in a different direction. Also, it had just egregious amounts of Hello Kitty cameos in it, for whatever reason, because it was Sanrio branded. Weirdly enough, though, it got a sequel that was not Sanrio branded, so I don't know. But, I've had a busy week, is the long and short of it. But, I should be up on my reviews as of tomorrow. And if that's the case, I've got a few trades from the Discord that I want to prioritize. Like, I normally prioritize donations, and I want to do it for trades as well, but at the same time, the first trade I got was this, like, big roguelike, and I know that's going to take a while to accurately, like, record everything of, so I didn't want to rush that. Because since June, I've been, like, doing twice as much work each week just to catch up, and it is... Let's put it this way, I work 20 hours a day on my channel, and I'm trying to have to double up on that, so I'm wrecking myself harder than I've ever done before. It's not been the most fun, but I've gotten to experience a lot of games in that time, and it's been quite enjoyable, and I'm almost caught up, which is nice. After that, the only thing I have to catch up on is pirate games, and the nice thing about those is there's no editing involved with those. Those are just, you know, record for an hour, boom, you're done. So that could be done this week, no problem. So I'm very happy to finally be caught up. But I'm also very, very tired, more so than ever. But there's actually been a lot of really fun Hello Kitty games. I've reviewed a few. There was Sanrio Smash on the Super Nintendo. That game was legit. There was that Sanrio Roller Skate game. Oh, I can finally control myself. Awesome. I'm gonna go heal. I've heard the Wii U Sanrio Racing is pretty good. But, yeah, if you can find a copy of Sanrio TimeNet, either version, seriously, they are literally $1 each. Those are great games, and you don't need to understand Japanese to play them all that well. And what's really interesting is they tried to combine, like, elements from Metarot in it as well, because every time you fought a Sanriomon trainer, they gave you one of their monsters of your choice. It was kind of awesome. But, fun fact, after Pokemon came out, literally everyone and their grandma decided, hey, we need to go out and make monster-catching RPGs on the Game Boy, and let's make 2 versions, they buy twice as many! But Sanriomon was also kind of weird because while the overarching goal was to collect all 161 Sanriomon to fix the time stream or whatever the balls the plot was in that game, there wasn't any real reason to go after different monsters. You could just sit in the starting town and catch 161 of the same level 1 monster and you'd complete the objective just as well. It was weird like that. Like, there wasn't a lot of reason to make you want to do that, but you could do it. Sanrio Smash Ball was great. There was another game that was like knockoff Sanrio Smash that was almost as good. I can't think of what that was right off, though. But that game was also really, really good. Seriously, people do not give Sanrio credit. They've had a lot of really good games. They've had a lot of really terrible games, most of which are on like the Game Boy and Famicom, but they've had some great games as well. I know they had a reskin of the sequel to Balloon Fight for some reason, which was like the second reskin that game got, for whatever baffling reason. There was a weird, and I did a pirate game video of it, I don't know if it's out yet, but there was this one weird like Hello Kitty platformer, which involved watering flowers and hitting things with hammers. That was a pretty good game. Really, really hard though. But, yeah, Sanrio's had some great games. I know Karopi's had a bunch of RPGs that I've been told are pretty good as well. I have to go through and talk about all my, like, bad knockoff Pokemon games. I know I got, like, this weird Taito branded one a few months ago that I've still not tried. Oh, and then there's Medarot. I could go on forever about Medarot because I love Medarot. I've been trying to collect every single Kuwagata Medarot game that's region free, and I've got almost all of them. I believe, 3 short. I need the DS one, I need Shingata, which is a weirdly expensive one that no one likes or wants, and I need the North American fighting game one. But those are some tremendous RPGs. And the great thing about Medarot was you never needed to understand the language. You could literally go through all of Medarot without any problems. The only time I ever had problems in Medarot as someone who couldn't read Japanese was in the first Medarot. There was this one building you had to go into to access a new area, and you had to jump through a window. But that never comes up at any point in the game before or after, so it just kind of came across as weird. I got a little stuck there, but other than that, that game is ridiculously good. That said, they are also really unbalanced, because like I said, there's a Kuwagata version and there's a Kabuto version, Stag Beetle and Rhinoceros Beetle. The Stag Beetles, which are the cool ones with the swords, those ones are out of the gate just in a terrible spot, because that game requires you to understand that everything works on sectional damage, and the Kuwagatas only have 2 weapons, their left arm and their right arm, whereas the Kabutos have their left arm, their right arm, and their heads. Which means, comparatively, if you took out both the arms of a Kuwagata, you're screwed. If you took out both arms of the Kabuto, you still have to worry about probably their most dangerous attack. And the funny thing is, out of the gate, the Kuwagata's in a lot of trouble, and you'll be like save scumming like crazy just so you don't lose, but once you start adding members to your team and stuff, the Kuwagata immediately becomes like the better monster, the better robot. I'm super obsessed with playing the Medarot games. They're so fun. Even though the anime was kind of hit or miss, Metabots was a little weird. Especially, like, that is a 3-season cartoon that feels completely weird. Its 3rd season feels like a completely different show because they redesigned everything. And the reason for that is because, well, the first thing that came out was the Medarot games, of course. It was a show based off a game. And the first 2 seasons of Metabots were based on the second game, which was like the one RPG Metabots game we got, although that was a remake. And the 3rd season was based off the 3rd and 4th games, where they decided to streamline everything and make every Metabot transform into a car for reasons I don't quite understand. I do not like those redesigns at all, but what's really sad is those are great games, and we only got like 3 of them. We got the remake to Metabots 2, we got that weird GameCube game that was really, really clumsy, and we got the fighting game, which was a reskin of a different Metabots fighting game as well. That was a wrong matchup. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. But that's how things are. You don't pay attention and Van Damme falls asleep. Fine, we will throw Cinder out there. That's a ghost attack, so it probably doesn't work against Psychic. Like, again, I wish I could understand how Psychic, Ghost, and, like, Dark work in relativity to one another, because I can never get that right. But, no, don't make me all sleepy. I can't deal with sleep. I need less sleep. I don't have time to sleep. Too much stuff to do. Gotta level up Jewel. Make her awesome. Next we got Zubats! I don't even remember what review's coming out today. Too much stuff on the brain. I wish I had an actual electric attack. That would be useful here. Still, I think with Stab I should be able to take out Zubat. I should have supersonicked him. Now, I think, I want to say Jewel can learn both Supersonic and Confuse Ray. And I decided out of curiosity I wanted to see what the actual difference is. And the difference is Supersonic has a 100% chance of hitting, but it's... no, wait. Supersonic has a... it's either 30 or 50% chance of hitting, but it's normal element, whereas Confuse Ray has a 100% chance of hitting, but it's Ghost. So the trade-off is the elemental lack of hitting things as a Ghost. Whereas Supersonic, you're more than likely going to hit something, but you have the, like, terrible accuracy of it. And that's really the core difference. It's basically the same move otherwise. That said, I think out of the two, Confuse Ray is a little bit more functionally useful. It's good to confuse enemies. It makes things easy for not horribly dying to basic monsters. Which is important. Dying to basic monsters is like the most embarrassing thing ever because it makes you look like a complete tool. And you don't want to look like a complete tool. You want to look like the very best, like no one ever was. That's the whole point of these games. I genuinely don't think I can just get through to 45 without having to go through all these gyms, but I really wish I could. But we're gonna try. Grimer. I want to swap to... I'm gonna throw Cinder out there. The nice thing is, though, I kind of have a plan for what I like my team to be now. I mean, I've got most of it. Considering that I can't get a Pineco or a Heracross, and I fundamentally refuse to now. The only other options for monsters I really want that are Kanto exclusives that I can get in Kanto, or Johto exclusives that I can get in Johto. You can tell how much sleep I'm actually getting. Would be Skarmory and Gligar. I'm actually kind of excited to get Gligar because as someone who had Pokemon Silver back in the day, I was kind of jealous of Gligar. The two monsters I was jealous of were Gligar and Spinarak because we had Ladybug and Ladybug's lame. But, well, that's another thing I looked up recently was, there's this weird, I think it's Taiwanese knockoff Pokemon game that uses edited sprites from Pokemon. It's genuinely weird, and I've got to get a copy for my Pirate Game Corner at some point. Like, I've played some weird Pokemon knockoffs. Like, there's that weird game that says it's a Pokemon game when in actuality it's a better monster catching RPG than the knockoff Pokemon game it says it is, which was Telefang. Telefang's awesome, but it's just weird how many people out there decide, hey, Pokemon's popular, let's make Pokemon. But the thing about it is, even though they are clearly knockoffs, each and every one of them has its own completely unique thing going on for it, and in a lot of ways, some of them are superior, and I think that is really what makes it fascinating, because those games clearly are going with the whole, well, me too mentality, but at the same time, whether or not it's trying to be me too, it ends up becoming its own unique thing in its own right, and I think that is, on a fundamental level, quite fascinating. And, you know, I think that's part of the reason why I like pirate games so much, is going back to the original mentality of, you know, we do not have, like, Famicoms in Russia or whatever, so let's make our own. And if we don't have Famicoms, we clearly don't have Famicom games, so we have to make our own there too. And I'm just gonna knock the mic and sound like a complete asshole by doing that, but, you know, it feels like someone is trying desperately to be me too, but in the same sense, they are emphatically being their own completely unique thing, and that is, at its core, maybe the most interesting thing of all. Because while it's trying to be a lesser thing, it becomes more than what it was trying to be in the first place. Oh, teleporting panels. My old nemesis. Also, terrible connection. Hold on, I'm gonna try something. I can't guarantee this is gonna work, but let's try it. Also, it might disconnect real quick. But, I'll just keep going. I think it's gonna disconnect real quick, but I'm jumping to the better network that's a lot spottier. Hopefully that's gonna work out. I'm really hoping. Please work. Come on, reconnect. Let's try again. Alright, so Drowsy was one of those monsters that was actually edited in the other, that weird knockoff Taiwanese Pokemon game I saw. Like, it was facing sideways and it had like a much longer trunk, but it was very clearly Drowsy. And we reconnected, hooray! If nothing else, the connection will be better, but it's going to be less stable because, for whatever reason, Wi-Fi on my 5G network disconnects all over the place. It is the worst thing ever. But it's going to be a more consistent stream, so I hope that's better. Also, I'm not going to end up cutting all of this stuff, so I'm just going to have to reconnect and talk on the fly. Come on, Jewel, wake up. We need you to get more experience. I think you level soon. And that would be very, very cool. Because I like Jewel, you're awesome. Come on. Wake up. You smelly little anglerfish. Hooray! Take that, you pig thing. Alright, so Rocket Grunt about to send out Zubat! Still wish I had an electric attack. Spark, Thunderbolt, Thunder, Zap Cannon, anything, please? No? Oh, actually, that reminds me, we got Rollout. I have one monster that can learn Rollout, so I'm gonna just teach it to Cinder. Just by virtue of someone needs to learn it at some point. Yeah, I know, my connection's so crap. And that's the thing, like, I've got two options. I can go with the 5G connection, which is awesome, but it disconnects all the time, or I can go with the consistent connection, but it's just so crap. And I think the only thing I can do at this point, and I've sort of been eyeing it up on Amazon, but I can't really afford it even though it's only like $15. If I got like a 50-foot Ethernet cable, I could just physically connect my computer to our internet source, and then things would be nice. So I'm thinking about it, but it's just, unemployment sucks, and being reliant on donations doesn't help. But at the same time, I definitely think it would help, so I think I'm going to go for it at some point. But that's sort of the thing about me, is I talk myself down out of things I want all the time. Like, Portal. I wanted Portal on the PC back when it came out, and my local GameStop had a copy, and it sat on their shelf for about 4 years. And every time I walked in there, I told myself I was going to buy it. And it took me 4 years to actually do it, because every time I would have it in my hand, I'd put it back and talk myself out of it. It's the same thing. It's like, I've got, I like pirate games. I talked about this. Well, as of like 2 months ago, I took it out, but I had like 6 links to pirate games I really wanted to buy online, and I just didn't. And I still kind of feel bad about that, because I feel like I should have gotten them, but, you know, I'm just bad at, you know, getting things I want. I don't know, I guess I destroy my own happiness unintentionally, and I don't know why I do that, but it's just the thing I do. That, and I'm really bloody indecisive about crap, and I need to get over that. I'm trying my best to do that, but I'm incredibly indecisive about stuff. Alright, Van Damme. Let's punch this sludge thing in the face. Sludge thing gets punched. I do quite like that Dizzy Punch. It's a non-standard attack, but I like it. Rattata. If I recall, there's a way to make Rattata like the most stupidly powerful thing ever at level 1. It requires like some kind of crazy setup where you can't be taken out in one hit, leaving yourself with one attack. And then I think through some like arcane item, it drops your opponent's health to match. And then you just quick attack and take their 1 health left. I think someone once called it a Fear Rattata, which was like kind of like some kind of acronym for how you're supposed to use it or something, but I always thought that was kind of funny that you could make like a level 1 take out a level 100, no problem. I'm aware of this. I want to fight you. I need the experience. It's not something I don't understand. Also, we've got a potion. We should probably use that. Although, that said, the nice thing about this game, especially compared to the first game, is we're not limited to like 20 inventory spaces, which is really nice. There are wild monsters here? Huh. You'll learn something new every day. Oh, I think I get it. I can't escape. Okay. I mandatorily have to fight these guys. Fine, I need the experience. I just noticed those little beads of water that hit from water gun turned to pop rinse. That could be a problem. No, come on. Not even gonna leave me with the experience. You bastard. Stupid coughing. What is it ever good for? Nothing. Just ruins everyone's lives by being coughing. Also, this music is just terrible and off-key. Terrible off-key music is bad. Let's heal you up, Jewel. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow's the 15th too. I got to download those free games on Xbox and then play them for a very brief period of time to get discount codes or something. Fun story. There's 3 games selected by Xbox. If you play them for 30 minutes each, and they are all free if you've got gold, then you get some kind of, well, you get 2 $5 offer things or something. They were very mysterious about it, but they're free games and it's not like you actually have to play them, so I really want to do that just because not having a lot of money and being unemployed, it's kind of good to take advantage of discounts when you can and special offers when they cost you nothing. Magnemites. That's right, I gotta teach Cinder that one TM. You know, I think it's kind of weird that there's just sort of a general unwritten rule that, like, 90% of Pokemon just evolve to their maximum level at 30. And it's just kind of weird that anything after that feels like it takes too long to make it evolve. You know, like your Tyrantars, your Dragonites, pretty much all your Dragon types. But everything else is like, no, their max level, it's gotta be before 40. And Bugs. Bugs have to be like, level 10 is the cap on when they can evolve. It's weird that that's just sort of a rule. I'm not complaining, but I just think it's weird that that's sort of a unwritten rule that no one breaks in this series. You know, that's one thing I've always wanted to know. Anyone out there who actually knows Pokemon better than me, which is probably most of you, what the hell does it take to make a Wurmple turn into a Silcoon or a Cascoon? Because it doesn't appear to be based on stats or gender or time of day or when you catch it or where you catch it. It just seems to be random. I can't figure it out. It's something I've always wanted to know because every time I play Pokemon Ruby, I for the life of me cannot get a Beautifly. And to be fair, I don't care enough to try, but it just seems weird because I cannot for the life of me figure out how that works. I mean, this is a game about obscure ways to, like, make your monsters better. Getting a Hitmontop, getting a Milotic, those are stupid ways to make things evolve, but they exist. So, like, there's got to be some kind of rule in which to govern how to understand how Wurmple evolves, but I do not understand it. But that said, bug monsters, who uses them? The only bug monster I ever used in Gen 3 was Nincada in its evolutions, but that's just because Shedinj is a weird monster. That was a useless item. I'm gonna hack the mainframe. Oh. Secret switch. I didn't think that would actually do a thing. Oh well. But, Pokemon, it's good! Except when it's being annoying, but the nice thing is Gen 2 is nowhere near as bad as Gen 1. Gen 1 is obnoxious. Teleporting tiles! You've thwarted me again, you stupid arbitrary mechanic. I mean, at least it's one teleporting tile, and you know where it goes. Unlike, say, the Sylph building, which had like 50 of them. Hey, Lance. That was nice of him. You know, if this was any other Pokemon game, this would be a dual battle, and we'd be fighting alongside of, Lance. My team consists currently of a Chinchou, a Umbreon, Hitmontop, and Quilava. And I'm trying to circumvent a bunch of gyms to try and get a Skarmory and a Gligar. Because I fundamentally refuse to use Kanto monsters. For important plot reasons. But that said, I also wasted like 2 hours of my life ramming my face into trees trying to get a Heracross and a Pineco. Didn't work out all that well. So, you know, we adapt and we change what our team plan is. Although I didn't exactly have a plan to begin with. I'm just going through process of elimination saying, well, there's not much else that's cool that I'd like to use. I guess it would be those two, so let's go try and get them. You don't actually need 6 Pokemon in like any Pokemon game. You can pretty much beat any Pokemon game with one monster if you know what you're doing. Besides, I have important plot reasons why I can't get a bunch of other monsters. Besides, I don't want to get a bunch of lame monsters. And I mean, you know, that's the thing. I've hamstrung myself by saying I'm not going to use Kanto monsters. But if you look at the list of Johto monsters, especially the really good ones, you can't get them until like the latter half of Johto, which is where I'm trying to get to right now. By shortcutting this entire game, really. That's the plan. Well, I've got monsters for HMs. I just don't use them. That said, I do need to replace what I'm currently using for Surf, because it only learns Surf, and I needed it to know Whirlpool and Waterfall as well. I think Chinchou can learn that, so I'm going to have to catch another one, because I'm not going to ruin Jewel here. Thunderwave. But I'm aware I need HMs. It's my biggest complaint about this entire goddamn series, is why HMs exist. It's why, instead of having a team of 6 in Generation 2, you always have a team of 5 plus a Tropius, because they can learn pretty much every HM. And I've said this before, I'll say it again, I have played Pokemon hacks that have absolutely no HMs and just give you items and say, okay, you collect this item, you can suddenly do everything HMs require. It's awesome. And then you don't have to load up your team with crap monsters with dumb attacks you're never going to want to use. Swap to Luna. Yeah, Waterfall's terrible. So is Whirlpool. I mean, as far as I remember, Whirlpool's only useful for getting Lugia. But that said, I'll worry about things that need HMs when I get to moments where I need said HMs. Right now I'm more interested in trying to finish off my team, which I'm probably going to have to take an even longer way to get around. Hey, Lance. I'm guessing he doesn't know the actual password. Do you know the password? I don't think you know the password. I'm betting you knew the password to crappy teleporting tiles. Ugh. Still angry about those stupid things. Let's make an environment that's just way more obnoxious to navigate than it ever needs to be. Flutterwave! It's gonna self-destruct. I'm waiting for it. Just waiting for that self-destruct message. Alright, screw it. We'll swap to Van Dam. Sludge. Dizzy Punch! Yeah, teleport tiles are the worst. Especially in Gen 1. After that, they aren't as bad, but they're still not great. I think after Gen 1, the biggest issue is, like, slidey ice block puzzles. Oh god, I'm gonna have to go through those things. I hate those things so much. Spark! Yes, finally, electric move! Oh, all the Zubats are gonna pay now. Goodbye, Flail. A teleporting tile is a tile you step on and it randomly moves you around a location. If you played Gen 1 Pokemon, there was an entire dungeon that was basically made up of them, and it was the worst thing ever. Here, there's only one in this area as far as I can tell, but it was stupid. Because it just moved me to the front. And I guess it's to shortcut the entire environment, but I didn't want to do that to begin with. Poison type. I'll swap back to Van Dam. He seems to have this guy's number. Yes. Oh yeah, the underground path in Goldenrod. I remember that vaguely as well. That's not that great. Hooray! Van Dam survived. Going all blood sport on your asses. What's the password? Hey, it's a lady rocket! Look at them diversifying and getting all gender equal and stuff. Good for you, Team Rocket. Although she's still called a grunt. She looks like a more significant character than the other grunts. Hit him with a spark. I don't know how effective Spark is. I think it's a little bit better than Thunderbolt, but I'm not sure. Or Thunder Shock, rather. Gloom! Gloom is such a sad monster. Ugh. How is that the evolution of Oddish? Oddish is like the cute thing with the big spiky grass hair, and that thing's just ugly. Alright, Sin, let's go. Burn them to the ground. More experience for Jewel. Tell me the password. Okay, Slowpoke tail. Got it. Is the other password edible? Because someone tried to sell me Slowpoke tails you could eat before. You'd think it would just be on one of these computers and you could just find it. Go all Deus Ex or something. Oh, I gotta play Deus Ex again. That game is amazing. That was one of the best computer games. That and Thief and TIE Fighter. Yeah, Gloom is just such a weird offshoot. Like, you got Oddish, which is like this cute thing with big, spiky, you know, grass hair, and then you got Gloom, which is like this just ugly looking thing. I mean, Blossom is a little better, but I'm going to Supersonic you and see if that'll... Crap. Right, Supersonic is the... Right, okay, fine. Hey! It doesn't mimic colors. That's interesting. I genuinely don't think I've ever seen that. That's cool. Oh, sure. Now you Supersonic me. Well, fine. I will throw Luna up there. And then we'll see who will be laughing. So the problem with Ditto is they may have access to basically every move, but they have no stab for any of it. And I'm just going to finish you off with a quick attack because that is one of the most handy moves ever. Handy dandy move. They got Mitch. Now tell me the other half of the password. Yeah, they're doing things with radio signals. Guess where we're going after this? Probably a radio tower, and not where I actually wanted to go, damn it. Is it the same one I already know? If it is, I will punch you within an inch of your life. With your stupid Raticate following not long after. Ha! Not bad. And you wasted your one potential attack on that. Okay. I'm just gonna spritz you a little, and now you're dead. Eat spritzings! Now tell me the password that isn't the one I already know. I'm betting that's not the actual password. And this guy's just a dumbass. Protein! Oh, right. I wanted to do a thing. Before I forget, because I keep forgetting. Roll out. Give that to Cinder, because not another monster I want to get. We'll learn it. We'll get rid of... Headbutt's really useful. Well, we'll get rid of it. Alright, team, let's go. Ice Heal. Which one presumably would think it's just a heating pad. Can't hack the mainframe here. Damn. Hey, it's Voltorbs. They're powering a generator, it looks like, maybe, possibly. Give me password. I demand all the password. You and your stupid Rattata. Vermin. Zappy zappy. I quite like that move. Gotta say, it was a complete waste of time trying to get Jewel, but now that she's here, she is kicking ass and taking names. And I'm quite liking that electric attack. That electric attack is awesome. Yeah, I know. Gen 1 in general had that problem. Like, I talked about it pretty in-depth in my review, and I complained about it through my entire Let's Play of Gen 1 Pokemon, which is... every character archetype has maybe like 3 monsters, and they all are the same element, basically. With the exception of your rival. If you see an enemy, you basically know exactly what you're going to get from them, and it sucks. Gen 2 is better. Maybe not great, but significantly better. Password. Okay, you've got no password. You're useless. Item ball. It's a Voltorb. Hey, TM46. What have we here? 46. Thief. That is not a very useful attack. Not for me, anyway. Useful if trying to collect rare items, but not useful for me. Oh, it's this guy. Okay, so if you're admitting you're lost, why are you here just to make more problems? It's like you learned nothing when I kicked your ass back before we quantum leaped into these bodies, you jerk. Ultra Ball! Huh. That guy was actually upfront about that other password. I thought Eradicate Tail was not true. Giovanni's dead. Nice suit. And eyeliner. Mr. Emo Business Executive. Also, yeah, Zap. I fear no Zubat. They're all just giant freaking lightning rods to me. Next. Eradicate, that could be a little bit more scary. Oh. You got a crit on me, that's less than ideal. Okay, let's swap out, I guess. Is there a Luna out there? Hyper Fang. That attack has a very high critical hit ratio. Ghost probably is going to do nothing against this guy. Because I still can't figure out how Ghost works. Yeah. Swift it is. Swift is an ever useful ability. And if it's like Gen 1, they can hit monsters that are underground and flying, which is absurd. That was a fun thing to learn last playthrough. That's the fun thing about these things. You think you know everything about a game, and you still learn things. Hooray! I like Umbreon a lot. Like, That's the thing. Since I started these playthroughs, I had a deep-seated hatred for Eevees. I got a Jolteon last playthrough, and it was amazing. It was like my best monster. And now it's joined my team once again in the form of my awesome Umbreon, and, well, I hear Espeon's way better. I just like how Umbreon looks, honestly. But I think Umbreon is a great example of the focus of Johto, which is monsters that are designed to be more defensive than offensive. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but if you design your team around that, you're going to be in trouble, unless you're just basing your entire team around stall tactics and like Toxin or something. Which, I mean, that is a viable strategy. I did that last playthrough with my awesome Pidgeot. Oh, I can't wait to get Toxic. That is like the best move. Nope. You lost. Suck it. You're very clearly rattled. Pokemon. The password is Hail Giovanni. Oh, can I play with the computer? Hack the mainframe. Circuit breaker. Oh, that's not where I need to go. Oh, they're not gonna let me just go where I want to go, are they? Even though I've done all the things that should theoretically allow me to access where I want to go, they're gonna arbitrarily flag me into a corner, aren't they? Fantastic. I think there was a door in here. Or was that... Oh, that was up there. Okay. Orienteering. It's a thing. Ah, this door. This is the one I was thinking of. It does sound vaguely Zeonic. Oh, hey, what's his name showed up again. Hey, what's your name? Oh, but we were about to have the first ever dual monster battle. Well, that was basically Zeon. It was the Nazi Mafia in space. I mean, one of their leaders, Giran, was compared to Adolf Hitler by his own father. So, I would say that's an apt thing to say. I want to level Jewel right now, but I don't think I've got the... Oh, yeah, we are not doing great in terms of health. Do I have any other potions? Got a Rage Candy Bar. Hyper Potion. Yeah, okay. Let's just throw that on Jewel, because I think at 27 Jewel levels, and I want her to level. Frap. You would like rapping. You were from the 90s after all. Zap. That was a crit. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, don't get poisoned. Oh, come on. I'm running out of health here. And I'd very much like to end you before this becomes a problem. Okay. Gloom. And Sin's down. Crap. Okay, we're gonna throw Van Damme out there. Just gonna Hail Mary it, I guess. Have Van Damme get taken out. And, swap into Jewel, see what she can do. Although Sweet Scent might help. It's true, Rap is ridiculous in Gen 1. Gen 1 had a lot of balance issues. Like, let's make the first gym leader a guy that, if you make one specific choice at the beginning of the game, there's no way you'll be able to beat him unless you overlevel because typing. And because we have nothing that's good against his type prior to him. Also, Lightning Rod. Zap. Just don't take me out this turn, we're good. Oh yeah! That's how we do. Give me my level. Oh, come on. No fun. I just wanted the level. Damn it. Probably involving radio towers, seeing as they're testing radio waves. But that's just a hunch from a dumb kid who doesn't know jack. Also, why are we not arresting them or something? You clearly just let them go. You have a giant badass dragon, you could just block the entrance and prevent them from leaving. Have it sit in the stairwell or something. Blow it up! Would you at least heal my monsters, please? No? Okay. I don't think I have a revive or anything either. Crap. Blue, mint, rage candy bar, guard special, protein, ice heal. Okay, so these are probably gonna just self-destruct on me. That'll be fun. That's kind of a neat, like animation. I like that. Alright. I gotta do this smart. Or just get teleported back to the Pokemon Center. It's not like it really matters much. There's one. Hey, Jewel got some experience out of that. Awesome. I could go to the Pokemon Center, but it would literally take longer to walk back than just to faint and get teleported there. I might as well just run in and let them take me out. Plus, I'm getting a lot of experience for Jewel, which is awesome. Hey! It's going all Guile up on our asses. But we're the ones with Van Dam. How dare he? Oop. Let's try Quick Attack, see if we can take him out. Ha! Awesome. That's my girl. Way to go, Jewel. Alright, how much more health does she have? Some, but not a ton. Okay. I've got a berry, I'll use that. 'Cause the only thing I really have to worry about is if they take Luna out and then they decide to self-destruct. That's the only real risk from this last fight. Alright, throw Luna out there. Let's see what you got, Luna. Oh, you got speed on me. That could be a problem. Oh, that could do it. And it will. Alright. I don't know if Supersonic will work, but let's try it. No. I guess I'm stuck with water, which is... Oh, and that should be that fight. Yeah. Oh well. I guess I'll go back to talk to Lance now. Aw, I can't ride my bike in here. One of the few times I remember I have one. Can't use it. Ah, so sad. Gonna go down the stairs, talk to Lance. Probably get nothing for all my effort. Probably once again get denied going where I... Oh, I gotta fight this thing again. That's bullshit. Oh well. Okay, boop boop boop. Oh, right. Fire type. Let's just melt him. Nope. Can't speed up the game. That's just how these games work. There's no speed up function on them. It'd be nice. Hell, it'd be nice if I could just bike indoors. But alas. Burn. Into a lump of liquid metal, you piece of garbage. All you're good for is exploding. Hooray, I've got an HM I probably don't want. Can I go now? I really just want to go to Route 45. I know, I did it once, and then some asshole alternate dimension version of me quantum leapt into my body and stole all my glory and got rid of my monsters. It's a very long and arduous journey, you jerk. Either help or get out of the way, Lance. Ah, I forgot. Ugh. And I can't run from these fights either. Okay, fine. Let's go, Sin. Sonic Boom is probably the most deadly attack they have because, yeah, they've got like self-destruct and stuff, but self-destruct will take one monster out. If they just Sonic Boom you, they can take your entire team out if you're not careful. That's a really dangerous attack. Also, Rollout. I've never given that attack enough credit. Down the stairs, up the stairs, teleport tile, up the stairs again. Can I leave now, please? Ugh. Okay. Let's fight a gym, I guess. Why not? It's not like I got places I want to go or anything. Just arbitrarily flag me out of chunks of the world I want to go to. I don't remember which gym this is. Ice, I think, maybe? Which, if true, as much as I don't like to unevenly level my monsters, is totally where Cinder's gonna kick ass. Yeah, rollout is just devastating if you let it go for all 5 turns. That's why the first time we played this game, I got stuck on Whitney with her stupid cow that knew that move. In fact, I was surprised that wasn't like the TM you got for beating her, just because that seemed like some kind of crazy super gym attack. I just want to get to Route 45. Come on, people. Alright, you're also part water type. Okay, fine. We'll do it this way. That was a dumb move. You're gonna be asleep for like 2 turns at least. Zap. Yeah, Dugong is not the most attractive monster out there for sure. Zap. Alright. That's the weird thing, like, ice is weak to fire, but most ice types are also overlapping into water types. Yep, I could fight him. I don't want to, though. I want to fight all the peoples. His name is Price. It rhymes with ice. That's a joke of some kind. Possibly. Jinx, the monster so special, it went beyond the Game Boy Color's native color scheme to avoid accusations of racism because it was designed to be a racist monster. But trust us, it's not racist, guys. It's purple now. Totally different. There we go. Kinda wish Sin would get a better fire attack. I know it gets Flame Wheel at some point, but I want Flame Wheel now! We're not playing games here, except we are! How do you not get that, snowboarder guy? Also, why are you on a snowboard indoors? There's no place to ski or snowboard. You crazy man. Endure the attack that will allow you to survive any attack with 1 health. But can't be used in succession, so you're dead. Next. Ah, finally! Now, I know Flame Wheel isn't the best fire attack or anything, but seriously, I remember back in the day this basically being like one of the best attacks. Even though it's basically just a mid-tier fire attack, I remember Flame Wheel just being like one of the best. Flame Wheel! Alrighty. That's weird indoor snowboard kid guy doing things. Done. Fight me. Douglas. With his shelter. That's not even an ice type. That's a water type. Clearly. Well, fine. Let's have a clam bake. And Cloyster, not an ice type. Protect, a move created in Johto to further state that monsters in Johto are designed to be defensive and not offensive. Good move, though. You can do some really annoying stuff with Protect. Down you go. Well, at least Jules getting some good experience out of this. Alrighty. What is this great secret of his? That's stupid, and it doesn't actually work. Seafood is gross. Yeah, I think there is only a couple just ice monsters. I want to say Swinub is one of them. And that's the only immediate one I can think. I don't think Delibird is. I'm pretty sure that's still technically a flying type. It's not very effective because it's not just ice, it's also water. And this is why having dual typing is great, and why 3/4 of my current team single typing kinda sucks. Gotta be able to cover your weaknesses, or something. Zappy zappy. Yeah, so this entire gym might just be Jewel kicking ass and taking names and getting a crap ton of experience, which I'm fine with. She needs it, she's behind, but... Isn't Jinx a psychic type? I thought Jinx was ice psychic. I didn't think it was pure ice. Oh, there we go. You're all paralyzed. Try looking cute and balancing a ball on your head now. Seals always lose to dolphins in cuteness contests. It's just how things are done. Get it through your thick head. I might have to go to the Pokemon Center just to get more spark for the gym leader. No, there's a few steel types. Electrode, Voltorb, Magnemite, Magneton, Scizor, Steelix. I think that's it. But none of them are pure steel types. The first pure steel type was Mawile in Gen 3. It's also why I got Ruby instead of Sapphire in Gen 3, is because I love Mawile so much. One of my favorite monsters. What's weird is, like, so many really cool exclusive monsters to Johto don't show up until, like, after you've beaten the game. Like, Larvitar, which is basically this game's equivalent to, Dratini, it doesn't show up until, like, the post-game area. I think I have to go this way. I think I have to go this way, maybe not. Okay, so I gotta go... slidey puzzles, I hate them. Okay, work my way backwards. So go left, go up. That wasn't quite what I wanted to do. Well, I might be onto something. Maybe. Probably not, though. I'm just gonna slide around like crazy and not get anywhere because puzzles are hard. I hate puzzles. You can't get it alone. Same with Scizor. If you want either, you have to trade the pre-evolution, which is for Steelix Onyx. For Scizor, it's Scyther, while holding onto a steel coating, or a metal coating, or whatever it's called. Okay. So, how does that work? I'm working these backwards in my head and it's not working, damn it. Okay, so I gotta go. Okay, I think I got this. I think. Yay! Slidey puzzles. I hate them with a passion. Alright, Price. I really did just need to use Jewel this entire time, didn't I? Fine. I will swap. She needs the experience. It'll do her some good. Maybe not much, but some. Icy Wind. That sounds like an attack from Gen 3, which is like where everything was weather-based for some reason. And none of it was fun, but the game itself was awesome. The only thing about Icy Wind that scares me is the stat reduction. That kind of sucks. Especially when you combine it with that. Yeah, I'll just heal up, why not? But that's just how things are. It's fine though, I'll just take a second turn and kill you. The only real problem is it's wasting my PP to take you out. Actually, Rest is ridiculously good. If you go to my YouTube channel and watch my Gen 1 Pokemon playthrough, I used Rest so many times and it was just OP, really. Granted, that was Gen 1 where you had the Poke-Flute where you could wake up every other turn. So it's a little different, but still fundamentally the same. In fact, it might be better in this game just by virtue of the fact that stuff like Sleep Talk is available. You could build an entire monster around just using Rest. The thing about it, though, is it doesn't appear to be all that initially useful because you are asleep for so long, but you can still do a lot of really dangerous stuff asleep. It just requires a little bit of out-of-the-box thinking. And after this, I better damn well be able to get to where I want to go, or else I'm going to be angry. I think I'm just going to call it if that's the case, because, you know, there's only so much beating my head against a stupid tree and not getting a Pineco or Heracross I can do before I give up. Hooray! Alright, she caught up. Awesome. Piloswine. Now that is an actual ice type. Flame Wheel! And this should be the fight. Unless they do that, which they are known to do. Every gym leader's allowed to do that once, I guess. It's just a dumb stall tactic, though. Granted, again, if someone's been toxic, stall tactics are really all you need to win a fight. Man, I want toxic. It's such a good move. Everyone can learn it, and it's so deadly, and no one thinks it's all that dangerous. Alright. Take that, Bryce. Punched you in your face and stole your gym badge. Let me move on to Route 45 so I can go catch a goddamn Skarmory. There should be a space in that badge name like every other badge, or a hyphen. Will-O-Wisp is great too. It's a little hard to get though, and I find Toxic is just a bit more effective just by virtue of everything can learn it, and it just gets, like, incrementally more dangerous. Icy Wind. An attack that does very little of value to me. Thank you. I will not be using this. Just let me leave. Damn it. Okay. Pokemon Center. And I better be able to leave or else. Or else I'm done. A very simple mission today. I just wanted to go catch a stupid thing. Well, you can get a stream out because I haven't done that this week and I meant to. But I meant to do it like 3 times. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get the others done. Let me leave. Are you serious? Ugh. Okay. So, I guess we gotta go through the other gyms too. We can't just short circuit this whole thing. As much as I'd really want to. Damn it, Johto, why do you hide the best monsters in places I can't get them? But, I guess that'll be it for today. Just by virtue of the fact I'm done beating my head against a wall. I should be able to, but I think I have to finish Olivine and the other gym on the other side of the Whirl Islands, which I haven't done yet. Because I tried to shortcut it because I wanted to just get a Skarmory. But alas. Not yet, I guess. Anyway, if you like this show, feel free to follow the Twitch channel and subscribe to the YouTube page. It's the same address both ways. I made it real easy for me to be found. If you really want to help support the show, feel free to check out the Patreon, help support it there, and get on the Patreon Sports Discord, where we will complain about why the hell a candy bar salesman won't get out of my goddamn way. Anyway, I'll see you next time, which should ideally be tomorrow if everything lines up properly. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Internet.